Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could, look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month, teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching, as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out.
Recently, one of our clients merged with another company, and I was talking to one of their employees who I've really gotten to know, and she was telling me how upset people were. And she said, I immediately thought, I've got to get my resume ready. And she was really exasperated and was going on, and I looked at her and I said, so do you mind if I share a couple facts with you? She said, sure. I said, so you're going to be joining a bigger company, so wouldn't there be more opportunities for you? She said, yeah. I said, wouldn't that allow you to be noticed by more people versus the small organization you work for? Well, yeah. I said, what if I were to tell you that change can be a fantastic thing? It can be an agent of acceleration for your personal career. She said, what do you mean? I said, well, you've been in the same job for a couple of years, right? She said, oh, yeah. Within 3 questions, I got her thinking about change being good, changing her relationship with this thing called change. When did change become this nasty word? It's interesting. When she told me that the company had an all-day training session, and they had announced the merger with this other company at the training session, the CEO then gave the whole company the rest of the day off with pay. I said, so let me understand something. Your organization, which is a small one, but you have a decent number of people, everybody got paid for a training session that didn't occur. She said, yeah. And I said, so how many people went up to the CEO and said, thank you? She said, nobody. I said, isn't that interesting? She said, oh my gosh, we're all thinking about ourselves. I said, of course, because change can be scary. Yet, I just asked you some questions. You now have an opportunity to shine and have more people know about your talent. This organization is bigger. You're going to have more promotional opportunities because you are talented. So what do you think is going to happen if you go to a new organization? She said, I'd have to prove myself all over again. I said, right, you've already got a foundation of people who already love you and believe in you. But yet, according to you, going down to ground zero might be the best option. I'm just wondering if that's fair to yourself and maybe even the organization that bought out your company. The reason I share this story is change is scary, but we have to change our relationship with change. Change, I believe, is always good, no matter the outcome. Now, a good friend of mine, Cassandra Worthy, which I'll put her in the body of the text of this podcast, does some amazing work. She calls it change enthusiasm. We need change enthusiasts. And when I was talking to my friend at this organization, I immediately got her thinking about, this is a really good thing in under about 5 minutes. So think about if you're coaching people and you're asking them to change. I always go back to the WIFT. What's in it for them? If we can answer that question and we can ask questions to get them to answer the WIFT, you'll be ahead of the curve.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called
coach to you. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.